Good evening from EPCOT Center. It's about 6:40, so the park closes at 10 o'clock tonight. So we've got about 3 hours and 20 minutes before the park closes. Unfortunately, right now it is pouring down rain. So I'm gonna wait in the car just for, like maybe 15 minutes. You know what they say, if it's raining in Florida, just give it 15 minutes and it'll stop. We'll see if that holds true tonight. If not, we've got umbrellas and raincoats, so we'll head in. The whole reason that we're here today is because in the Passport, the Food and Wine Festival Passport, which Food and Wine is going on right now here at Epcot, it's a food and wine festival. They had a couple of booths, or like a bunch of booths marked as opening on October 1st. But I was seeing in people showing pictures of them being open now. So I wanted to go inside and try some of the food from the booths that were supposed to open on October 1st, but now have opened early. I want to see if there are some that aren't open yet. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see if there are still some that are like scheduled to open on October 1st, or if there's all open now. And then you never know. I've been hearing that the parks have been slow today. I'm sure it'll be even slower now that the rain is happening. So I want to see if maybe we can get on a ride, see what the wait times are like at least, and definitely eat some food. So we'll hang out in the car for a little bit, but then we'll go inside to Epcot. So I'll see you in just a few minutes. Strange thing about showing up this late is that there's only one turnstile open. So it took kind of a little bit to get in. But here we are, Food and Wine. Let's go get some food and more food. So if you guys caught the live show, you guys know that we lost some footage. And the day that I came, and the footage that we lost, I did a tiny Earth photo right here. And they're not doing it right now, but we'll put in the photo right here. Camera noise, thunder. Here at Spaceship Earth, it reads 5 minutes, but it's literally no line at all. All right, the first place that I want to stop is Mouse Gear, because I have a friend that was looking for a particular piece of merchandise. Also, real quick, I don't know if I showed all of these Halloween pins the last time that we showed merchandise for Halloween. They are adorable. And then also, ooh, look at this one. I like they're focusing on pumpkins this year. And then this is the Magic Band, which I actually love this Magic Band. It's so cool. Does it say how much it is on the back here? Amethyst. I hate that they do that. They have these Happy Halloween pumpkin spice candles that say trick or treat. This thing weighs a lot too. $20, and it's pumpkin spiced. Here are two booths that were scheduled to open on October 1st, but have since opened early. We've got Mac and Eats and Lobster Landing. Well, let's have a quick look at the menu here. Traditional mac and cheese, truffle mac and cheese, cowboy macaroni and cheese. Ooh, that sounds really good. I think that's what I'm gonna get. The rain is just about done, and a rainbow is starting to come out. No, the camera's not really doing it justice, but it's a pretty bright rainbow. This is the cowboy macaroni and cheese. It is served with pulled pork belly, brisket, burnt ends, pickled peppers, and onion straws. And this was $6.25. It looks really nice. All right, let's give this a try. That's so good. I don't even like macaroni and cheese, but this is so good. It's like a smoky, spicy, delicious, almost like a barbecue macaroni and cheese. Oh man, the meat is so, like it's cooked so good. It has such a good flavor to it too. Here's a little piece of meat for you guys to look at. I think that's a brisket. Everything goes so well together. It's like a tangy, spicy, barbecue-y goodness with a little bit of spice because of the pickled peppers. I could eat this all day long. So right now, we're over by where the new Creation Shop's gonna be, which is the old Mouse Gear location. Right in front of us is Test Track, and there's a booth over here called Flavors from Fire, which is delicious. This macaroni and cheese booth is right near it, and there's the Lobster Landing booth too. So Mac and Eats is the name of the macaroni and cheese booth. Awesome, knocked it out of the park. Flavors from Fire, one of our favorite booths. I think that the lobster booth is probably good. I don't know. I don't eat I don't like lobster, so this is so good. I wish Jen was here to try this right now. I think she would love this. There's on the monorail beam a service vehicle's going by. Wonder if I could. Oh no, it's too dark out. I think. Does it look like I'm holding the ice cream spoon? I don't know if I can get the correct lighting in on it. So now we are headed clockwise around World Showcase. Actually, there's kind of a lot of people here right now. It's late too. It's 8 o'clock at night. There's a lot of people kind of roaming around. It is a Saturday night though, so I could understand why. So it's kind of an interesting crowd here tonight. I feel like it's not a lot of families, but a lot of like adults out drinking on a Saturday night. So I'm wondering what the wait time for Frozen Ever After is. There it is. Only I don't know if the camera will even pick this up, but it's only a 35-minute wait for Frozen Ever After. This is another booth that wasn't supposed to open until October 1st. India. Ooh, let's see what we got on the menu here. A little bit wet. Okay, some warm Indian bread. Some red Maduras red curry. I don't think I'm gonna get that. I think I'm gonna try this korma chicken. Sounds kind of good. So this is the korma chicken. It's basmati rice, crispy chickpeas, and spiced yogurt sauce. Also, this is gluten-free. It looks very nice. And then also they had a drink that is called the Mango Lassi, the non-alcoholic drink. It's just like a creamy mango. I'm excited to try it. So the chicken korma was $5.25 and the Mango Lassi was $5. They do offer an alcoholic version of this that I'm sure is much more expensive, but I just got the non-alcoholic one, so it was only $5. The korma chicken. See, this is like, I feel like this is something that if I saw it on a menu somewhere, I'd probably be like, no, I might try something different. It doesn't sound like something that I would typically like. Okay, that's pretty good. I really like the crispy chickpeas. I do wish there was more of the spicy yogurt sauce. And the chicken's like a little bit dry. I don't know if you guys can see the chicken, or how dry the chicken is, I should say. It's just a little bit dry, so I think that yogurt sauce would like help that out. I feel like the crispy chickpeas are my favorite part of this whole dish. Because that chicken's so dry, I'm gonna try this mango lassi real quick. I feel like mango is kind of like an acquired taste, or like, you have to like mango to like mango. Does that make sense? Like, that's really nice. Just imagine like a mango, but like with cream. It's like a mix between ice cream and a smoothie. Like if you just imagine mango ice cream, just melted mango ice cream, that's what this tastes like. That is so good. Yeah. And I didn't see what kind of like liquor they put in it for the alcoholic version, but I could see people really enjoying this with like a hard liquor in there. It's starting to rain again. All the booths are pulling in their merchandise. So we might have to duck and cover. There's another booth. Oh, there's another booth over there that I have to go to, Kenya. So maybe we'll go over and get something from Kenya and we'll try to find like a covered spot to hang out. I don't know that I would get the korma chicken again. I would definitely get this again. All right, here's our next booth, is the Kenya booth. Kenyan coffee barbecued beef tenderloin for $6. Sounds pretty good. Served with sweet potato and corn mealie pap and kachumbari slaw. I don't know what that is, but it sounds interesting. Then the next thing is the piri piri skewered shrimp, which I'm not gonna get. So looks like we're getting the coffee barbecued beef tenderloin. All right, I'm working with some pretty low light, so I'm doing the best that I can. This is the Kenyan coffee barbecue beef tenderloin with sweet potato and corn mealie pap, and they said that they were out of the kachumbari slaw. So this is without the slaw, and I think it looks pretty darn good. This was $6. See what is some nice beef, some corn pap. Let's see, I'm gonna do this like huge bite of beef right now. That's got some really good flavor to it. Wow. That is so good. Holy macaroni. Like, oh man, that corn is where it's at. Like whatever the sauce is too, there's like this, I don't even know if I can show you. Like, oh no, it's gonna fall off the plate, but like this, like stripe of sauce right here. So good. This is not something that I would typically order. Like I don't know that I would have tried this if I hadn't been like, all right, I'm gonna try this stuff that's only open, or was supposed to open on October 1st. So good. Like the coffee is barely noticeable. Like you can't really taste the coffee on it. I wish I could describe the flavors. But like this pap is basically like a super creamy grits. And the beef is nice and tender. And the sauce just like accentuates the beef flavor. It's like, you know that feeling when you get something and it like hits your mouth and you're just like, yes, this is awesome. That's what I get from this. Like it's got so many different flavors in it and it's so complex. and it just kind of makes your mouth like happy. You know what I mean? Oh, that's good. That's really good. All right. It started raining, and now it's sort of like stopped raining again. So there's also some sort of like party going on over at America. So I'm gonna head over to, I think the Alps is the next one that was supposed to open on October 1st, but opened early. So we can get some raclette cheese. So in between food booths here, I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about the new offering that is coming to Walt Disney World and Disneyland that's called Genie. So I wanted to kind of like give you an overview of what Genie is and then go into some of the other options that we have. So there's a brand new thing that will be added to the My Disney Experience app. So it's not a separate app. It is just a separate part of the My Disney Experience app. And the first thing I wanted to say is that the Genie base product is free. And all that does is it helps you plan your day at Walt Disney World. So what you do is you go in ahead of time and you say, I like thrill rides, I like stormtroopers, I like Frozen, I like princesses. These are the things that I like, and these are the things that I would like to see or do around my trip. And what Disney Genie does is it gives you an itinerary. And it says, all right, so you like thrill rides? What you're gonna do is you're gonna go to Magic Kingdom at 9 a.m. and you're gonna get on Big Thunder Mountain right away because the waits are typically lower at that time. And like Disney knows all this stuff because they've been tracking crowds for years and years and years. So they know that Big Thunder Mountain has a lower crowd first thing in the morning. So they'll send you over there and then they'll say like, okay, now you're near Splash Mountain and the wait shouldn't be too long after that, like after you go on Big Thunder Mountain. So just head over to Splash Mountain after that. And then, oh, you're probably hungry by now. You should go and get lunch at Tortuga Tavern, which is right around the way here. Or if you would like to get a reservation for a sit-down restaurant, here's some list of reservations that are available or like some walk-up times that are available. So basically, it's just like a planning tool to help you plan out your day. Another great thing about it is that it does change with you. So like if it starts to rain, if the ride goes down, if for some reason the wait time is higher than they thought it was going to be, your itinerary will change on the fly. So you don't have to worry about like constantly checking the wait times. You just check the Disney Genie and it just says, hey, go here next. And then you go there and it's done. The only thing that it won't do is it will not change your reservations for you. So like if you have a reservation at Crystal Palace at noon, it will plan around that and it'll show it in your Disney Genie plan. But if something happens where you're like miss a ride and you're running late, it's not going to change your reservation for you. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. There is a paid option, what they're calling Disney Genie Plus. For Walt Disney World, it is $15 a day per person, and that spans across all 4 parks. So if you pay the $15, you can start off at Magic Kingdom, you can park hop over to EPCOT, you can park hop over to Hollywood Studios, you can park hop over to Animal Kingdom, and you can keep using the same Genie Plus payment, like the $15 upgrade that you did, through all 4 of those parks. And basically what you're paying for is you're paying for the ability to make what they're calling a lightning lane reservation. So you get in first thing in the morning and you say, all right, let's see what's available. You open up the app. It's basically just like doing fast passes, where you say, all right, let's see what we got available. Oh, it looks like I can go on Big Thunder between 9 and 10. So you say, I want to book that. And then when you get over to Big Thunder between 9 and 10, you go through the old Fast Pass line, which is now called the Lightning Lane. And Lightning Lane is available on most rides throughout all 4 parks. Now, there are a few rides that are, the only way that you can get Lightning Lane on those rides is to pay for them individually. These are the premier rides. Like take, for instance, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at Magic Kingdom. We are almost guaranteed, they haven't announced what rides are the premier rides, but we are almost guaranteed that Seven Dwarfs will be a premier ride. They're not calling them premier lines, they're just not included in the Genie Plus app, but they do have a lightning lane. You just have to pay for that lightning lane individually. We don't know how much that price will be. We don't know what each ride will be. We do know that you're only allowed 2 per day per person, and there are between 1 and 2 attractions at each park that require to be paid to get into the lightning lane. So we're assuming Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and maybe like Space Mountain at Magic Kingdom. So there are some interesting factors to these lightning lane lines, like paying for them. If you are an annual pass holder like me, you can buy a lightning lane for a premier attraction, example Seven Dwarfs Mine Train or Space Mountain, as soon as you get into the park. If you're staying on property, you can buy a lightning lane at 7 a.m. So if you're staying at a Walt Disney World resort, you can buy a lightning lane for like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at 7 a.m. and get like your preferred time, most likely. Whereas me showing up later in the day, not staying on property, just using my annual pass, buying the lightning lane, as soon as I get in there, some of them will have been bought up already by the people that are staying on property. So there is an advantage to staying on property as far as the paid lightning lane goes. But well, when I say you have to pay for it, I should also mention that none of this stuff is a requirement. Like, you can come and go to Walt Disney World just like we're doing right now with no fast pass lane at all. And it's not bad. Like, the wait times have not been bad at all. Or you could pay the $15 a day per person for the Genie Plus, and you can do like a rolling fast pass type thing where you come in, you make one reservation, you go to the ride. As soon as you check in at the ride, then you can make another reservation for a different ride. And then once you get to that ride and you check in with your Magic Band or whatever, then you can go to the next ride, or then you can make a reservation for the next ride. And I say reservation just because that's the best way that I can think of it to describe it, but it's very similar to the way that you would make your fast pass selections before. It's just one at a time and it's day of. Oh, I can see Magic Kingdom fireworks over there. That's fun. You guys see them over there? So here's where it gets interesting within the dynamic of the Disney parks. Disney Hollywood Studios has Rise of the Resistance. They're still going to be offering the boarding pass system. So 7 a.m. you wake up, you say you have a reservation for Hollywood Studios, log in, try to get your boarding pass. If you don't get it, then if you have an annual pass, you can, or like if you just have a regular day ticket, as soon as you get into the park, you can check and see if there still are paid fast passes or paid lightning lanes available. And that's so another way that you can get on the ride. Now, if you're staying on property, you can buy a lightning lane at 7 a.m. So you have to make the choice. Are we going to try to get the boarding group, or are we just going to forego that and just go ahead and just buy the lightning lane so we're guaranteed? It's kind of a little tricky right there, right? Because the boarding group is the same. Like, you come back at a specific time and you go right onto the ride. Like, it's not a long wait at all. I feel like the lightning lane will probably be a little bit shorter wait, but it's just the choice you have to make is, do you want to buy the individual lightning lane? Because we think that Rise of Resistance will be one of the premium lightning lane offerings, so you'll have to buy that one. It won't be offered through Genie Plus. And it's such a confusing system, but hopefully that got all of it out there. Oh, another thing is, as of right now, no discounts. So no discounts for annual pass holders, DVC. So I hope that I got everything out as far as Genie Plus and Lightning Lane goes. I think so. We don't have a full list of the attractions that are available with Genie Plus. I also don't know what they're doing with shows. Because they're like, you used to be able to get fast passes for Illuminations or for Epcot Forever, and now we can't. So I'm interested to see if we'll be able to get those with Genie Plus, which is like watching from the fast pass viewing area here in Epcot. The fireworks is phenomenal. Like, it's a really good view. So I'm wondering, will that be available with Genie Plus? I don't know. So I think that I got everything out as far as Genie Plus and Genie goes. Leave me comments down below, any questions you guys have. I can answer them in a future video. I think I got it all out. If not, like, we also did like a kind of like a rambling talk about this in a live show, and we'll put a link to that in the description down below, where we just kind of like talk back and forth with the commenters and each other about it. And if anything that I missed is probably in there. So let's go try some more food. I think I can go to the Alps. The Alps is one that opened on October, supposed to open on October 1st, but is now open. And get some raclette cheese. Here we go. We are over here at the Alps. Time to get some warm raclette cheese. I think I'm just gonna get it without the ham. Just gonna get the regular old raclette cheese. Just like a spoonfuls of cheese. So this is the warm raclette Swiss cheese with baby potatoes, cornichons, and a baguette. And this was $4.50. Not a bad deal for a nice little glob of cheese. Let's give this raclette a try. Looks really nice. It has been a second because I'm trying to find a dry spot. I'm actually in like the front area of the Germany pavilion. All right, let's just try like a big old glob of cheese. Look at that. Delicious as always. There was some cornichons in there. This is great. Like, I love this. The cheese is so good. There's just literally nothing else to it, too. It's regular potatoes, cornichons, and cheese, just like melted cheese. They do have a ham option where you can get some ham with it. The last time that I had that ham, it was like a little bit too salty for me, so I went without the ham this time. It's still good. It's still very, very delicious. Look at that. It's just like a huge ball of cheese wrapped around a potato. The cheese smells so bad, but it tastes so good. It has like a nice bite to it, you know? Like a nice cheesy, Swiss cheesy bite. I love me some raclette cheese. It makes me want to go back to Winter Garden because they had it there. All right, coming up on one more booth that was supposed to open on October 1st, and that was Spain. Now let's see what they've got over in Spain. A charcuterie, Spanish style paella, and seafood salad. Okay, so I think you guys know what I'm gonna get at charcuterie. $6.50. So this is the charcuterie. This is a selection of imported Spanish meats, cheeses, and olives in an herb vinaigrette. Seems pretty simple, but looks pretty good. Nice big piece of like a ham on the top here. Wasn't really a fan of whatever that was. Why did that taste so weird? I don't know what that was, but it wasn't good. That was good though. Spicy. Whatever it was very spicy. Let's try one of these olives. Yeah. The olives are good. The cheeses are good. I mean, how can you go wrong, really? You're just eating like meats and cheeses and olives. It's almost like a salad where it's all mixed together inside of a bowl and then has like a dressing poured over top of it. It is pretty salty though, I will say that. Because they are like all cured meats. And the olives are salty and just in general. Cheese, not so much, but everything else in this entire little bowl is salty. So if you get this, I would suggest getting some water with it too, because you're gonna need it afterwards. Also it's cold too, so it's like nice on like a hot day. I think I like the cheeses more than I like the meats. Whatever the cheeses are, they're very interesting because they're all like crumbly cheeses, but not like as crumbly as a Parmesan, but the same sort of idea. Also, it's pretty filling because it's cheese and meats. So, I need to find some dessert now. That's what I need. I think there's one more booth that is new. Then I think there are two other ones that are still supposed to open on October 1st. Like, they're not there yet. I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's right around the corner over here. Here's some merch that I haven't seen before. This is awesome to the core on this apron, and then it has, Mickey has an apple. You are the apple of my pie. It's like, it's not only is it a trivet, but it's also an oven mitt. Like you put your hand in like this. This one is $14.99. These are like apple ears. How cute. I don't know what this is. Like, it's like wood slats for some reason. But the little bow, it has little sparklies all over it and then little apples. It's fun, $29.99. So it's very strange. This is out in front of the American Adventure. And this is all stuff from the apple orchard, which is in the Canada Pavilion. This is a very, very thick button-down shirt. And it is $50. And then on the front, like an embroidered EPCOT International Food and Wine Festival. An apple orchard cup, some tea towels. These Spirit jerseys don't have a price on them, but I'm assuming they are $79.99. It says sweet as pie on it. And then it's got Mickey or Minnie with some apple pie and some apple cider. Super fun. What does it say on the front? The Apple Orchard Food and Wine Festival. So they've started gearing up for EPCOT Forever. It's starting in 30 minutes. I need to start making my way towards the front of the park. So right now we're headed through the Morocco Pavilion and looking at the France Pavilion. And over here on the left, this is where Belgium and Brazil are going to go. And these are two booths that are scheduled to open on October 1st. And they are the only two left. So every other booth aside from these two is open at the festival. Still waiting on Brazil and Belgium, which stinks because I would like to get some Belgian waffles tonight for dessert. But we can't because they are not here at all. There's no booths even. but I'm sure they will be working on those soon. And there it is, the last booth that opened early that was supposed to open on October 1st. Ireland. And I think that people were excited that the Fisherman's Seafood Pie was back. Well, the roasted Irish sausage sounds pretty good. But like I said, we're all done with our actual like food. Now I'm looking for dessert and making my way out of here to try to beat the fireworks crowd out. The majority of the crowd is starting to line up for EPCOT Forever fireworks show, but I'm headed out of here. Actually, I'm headed up to get a donut up there by Test Track. Here's something that I haven't seen yet. They have Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary banners up here. It says 50, the world's most magical celebration. That's nice. And they're all that iridescent, sparkly color. And I like that they have the spaceship Earth accent at the bottom. I wonder if each park will have a different accent. This is the crowd level that I like right here. Is everybody's lined up to watch the fireworks, but there's just a few people heading out before them. So you get this nice kind of empty shot of Spaceship Earth, all lit up. Back over here by the Creation Shop, which is what will take the place of Mouse Gear. They have all the lights turned on and we can kind of see this mural inside. Looks really cool in there, very brightly lit. And then we can see some ceiling squiggles over there, like some ceiling slats. It looks like it's gonna be very nice on the inside. So I'm back over here by the Mac and Eats booth and the Lobster Landing booth. And I realized that I never showed you guys what was on the menu at the Lobster Landing. You can get a New England lobster tail for $14. Lobster chowder, baked lobster dip, with Old Bay chips. All right, last stop of the night for a nice little dessert, the donut box. Last time we came, we had the candy jar donut, which is kind of like a donut with a bunch of stuff on top of it. We had the crispy chicken on a sriracha glazed donut, which was pretty good. I think today we're gonna see what they have for the donut of the day. It's a surprise. This is the passion fruit with toasted coconut flakes on top. This is one of the chef's donuts of the day. The other one was an apple one, but they were all sold out of it. So this donut was $5, pretty massive. It's like a pretty good sized donut. It's also messy, so let's give it a try. I think I just have to like grab it like a hamburger almost. That's pretty good. The coconut's kind of chewy. I haven't gotten any of the passion fruit yet though. The donuts here are interesting because they like have a bite to them. Like they're almost like al dente. Like a little bit chewy. Chewier than a normal donut. I'm assuming it's a yeast donut rather than like a cake donut. There's the passion fruit. The passion fruit's super sweet and like super tropical flavored too. Pretty good. Great way to end out the night. This isn't one of the booths that was supposed to open on October 1st. It was already open, but I just wanted something sweet. And because Belgium's not open with their Belgian waffles yet, had to get a donut. We finished our donut just in time to see a little bit of EPCOT Forever. But I think we're gonna head out to try to beat the crowd out of here. By the way, back here from near the Flavors from Fire booth, pretty great spot to watch the fireworks. Like you don't get to see any of the low launch stuff, but all the high stuff is very, like you can't see whatever's happening out there. Like as far as those little fireworks go, we can see the high stuff really nicely. It was like a hidden Mickey. So there you have it. That was our trip out to EPCOT to try some of the booths that were supposed to open on October 1st, but opened early for Food and Wine Festival. Everything that we had was pretty darn fantastic. There was a few things that I probably wouldn't get again, but I feel like if we could just change them slightly, they would be really good. Like that korma chicken. I think that if the korma chicken had some of the spicy, like more of the spicy yogurt sauce on it, ooh, it would have been stupendous. I will say that cowboy macaroni and cheese, like highlight of the year. I'm putting that down on video. Highlight of the year. The best dish at Food and Wine Festival that I've had so far. Really, really, really good. A lot of flavor and a lot of delicious flavors. Does have a little bit of spice, so if you're not like one for spice, I might stay away from it. And then Genie Plus, like hopefully I was able to kind of like explain it in a somewhat concise fashion. It's a lot. I think it might be one of those things where like you just got to use it to understand how it works. And what, like I said, once it happens, like once Genie and Genie Plus and Lightning Lane are available, we're gonna try it and we will make a video about us trying it, see how we like it and see like the ins and outs of it and see if we can kind of like figure it out even more together. So look forward to that in the future. But today was a great day. It was just a little bit wet, but like I said, we just waited in the car for like 20 minutes and then it wasn't so bad. All in all, a fantastic day. And with that being said, we are off. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
I'm Matthew.
I'm Ethan.
I'm Patrick.
And now it's time to pay the price.